Hey, sit back, scoot yourself back, all the way back in your chair. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. One more deep breath in. Let it go. Sink into your body. Finding your breath. The breath will help anchor you, bring you into your body. So to walk better, to walk Walktastic, to walk well, to walk without pain. What was your goal at the beginning? Today is our day 12. Maybe take yourself back for a moment. Now take yourself to that feeling. We wanted to embody how we want to feel when we walk, when we move. That feeling of comfortable, easy movement. That's our goal. That feeling. We want to be able to embody our goal. And there's going to be a lot of aches and pains along the way because we're out of alignment. We're not walking correctly. We're not in this proper alignment. That was the purpose of bringing in these massage balls, is to help you realign and to get rid of the aches and pains. We really want to embody that goal of where we want to be and remind ourselves why you're showing up, why you're doing this for yourself. It's only for you. Allow yourself to feel that. What does that feel like when you achieve that? Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And starting with that alignment of the head and the neck. So if you still need to, you can make that ledge with your hand like it's your table and bring it up to your chin. And imagine that your chin is level with the floor. And we're going to go forward. And then this is the one, bring it straight back. If you don't need your arm, take it down. We're going to go forward and then back. Forward and back. Like you're just sliding forward and back on a table. And you'll notice if there's a lot of tension, you might feel some tension going on in your, either maybe back here or maybe even in your jaw. Excellent. Bring your head somewhere in the middle. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Scoot yourself to the edge of the chair. Head over top of the shoulders, over top of your pelvis. Arms down by your sides. We're going to roll those shoulders forward and round. So remembering the spine is going to move as one unit. And then we're going to go the opposite way. Roll those shoulders back, chest forward, draw the shoulders together behind you. Great job, looks beautiful. Okay, roll forward. And roll back. Open that chest up. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. And roll back. Great job. Bring yourself back to center. Okay, and give your arms and shoulders a shimmy. Shake those arms. Imagine your arms are just empty coat sleeves. Just let them shake. We're trying to get loosened up. We're going to try to finish putting this together. Okay, how do our arms move? So let's move them here when we walk. This is the way the arms move when we walk. And I'm doing it seated so that you can't do it wrong. Okay, because you can't do it wrong when you're seated here because you're going to smack your legs, right? Okay, so here, this is the way the arms go. And this is why I'm trying to get this loosened up here, because the more your arms swing, the faster you're going to go and it propels you. So I also want you to be able to move the torso. We keep talking about the torso and moving the hips and moving the core. This, if you get things moving here, you're starting to feel it. So I want you to really try to reach and make this arm movement kind of big and crazy. We're going to do this again, obviously, standing. I wanted to start it here because the legs aren't in the way. Keep swinging and I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show you. Some people do this, they cross. We don't want to cross. That takes speed away. We want to go here. This is the way we want to walk. Okay, so as we walk here. We're going here, not here. Okay, so it's a lot of physics going on here too. It's one of my favorite classes. We don't do this, we keep it here. Okay. And if you have shoulder issues, we'll get into a little exercise for that too. All right, take it down. Let's loosen up this pelvis. Okay, so we're going to bring one knee up to the nose, drawing it up so you can stretch in the back of the hips. And then set it down and switch up and down, up and down, up and down. Good. Go ahead on your own. So if you want to hold it a little longer, you can. Or just that movement. Great job. Okay, set that foot down. Okay, we're going to take the hands to the top of the knees. I'm going to do some cat and some cows here with the spine. So we're going to press the chest forward, like you're trying to pull your chest through your arms. So you're just pushing the center of your breastbone forward. Now you're going to press the center of your breastbone back and let your head drop down. Forward and back. Forward and back. Great. You guys look fabulous. Go ahead on your own. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then bring yourself to center. Now we're going to sit on the ball and do that. Could you have guessed I was going to do something fun like that? Okay, just take your ball. That's why I said, ladies, you did not want that big ball. Okay, go ahead, sit on your ball. Feet a little wider, that gives you a better base of support. And then if you feel like you need to move it, don't be afraid to move it. Move it as much as you need. So we did just the isolation of the pelvic tilt. Today we're bringing the whole spine in. So when we do the cat and the cow, the pelvis tilts, okay? So forward and then back. And you can hold on to your chair or hold the knees, just like we did before. Do what feels safe for you. So we're going to drop and round forward. So your tailbone is going forward. Now take the tailbone back. We're trying to soften this pelvic floor. Forward and back. Forward and back. Good. Go ahead on your own so that you don't feel like you're going to fall off. You can feel balanced and secure. I want you to feel safe and secure. And if you feel better just working on the pelvis, do just the pelvis. And then bring yourself up to the center. You're going to try to go side to side. So push one hip down. You can see my other hip rose up, and then the other. So we'll go side to side. And you should feel, what I want you to think of is my pelvic bone is going up to my rib cage and then to the other side. It's going side to side. Excellent. Very good. Bring yourself to stillness. Okay, bring yourself forward, body weight onto your feet, grab your ball and bring it out. You're going to hold it. So getting up and down. We're not going to put it between our knees because we're going to use the ball for a different purpose today. So one thing that we do when we walk, we carry things. The problem is, where do we carry things? We usually carry things over here, right? Or over here. That is what's causing this kind of crookedness that we compensate, and I don't know, it ends up straightening out. But you can see when people walk, they usually have this kind of, this crookedness going on that happens after time. Okay, it's not as obvious as I'm making it. So this is part of our alignment, trying to straighten it out. So we're going to practice it with our ups and downs today. We don't want to carry things out here. Bless you. We want to bring things into the body. We want to keep it close to the body. And we also want to keep it secure. So think of when I'm carrying something heavy, and these aren't heavy. I wasn't going to go get kettlebells or something crazy just for this. I just wanted to teach you the principle of I need to carry something. It could be your laundry basket. Rather than carrying stuff on a hip or on a side, bring them into your belly, bring them into center. And also we're using these glutes to get ourselves up. You're using the big buns, as one of the ladies used to joke about, we don't want J-Lo butts. I used to laugh so hard when she would say that in class. It was so funny. I'm like, yes, we want you to get nice, strong glutes, okay? Because that's going to stabilize you. That's what you need to walk. Hold your balls in, like you can hold them in the belly. I don't care how you hold them. That's got to be comfortable with your shoulders and your arms, but being able to work on that. And then bring in the principles of the legs and the feet. So feet have to be pushing into the floor and also give a little push out, but I don't want your knees to flop out. I want that to come so that you can feel. So even right here, I want you to feel, as soon as I lean forward, I can feel it in my hips and my butt. And you might have to use your brain, all right? But don't let the knees flail out. That's why we were having the ball in between there before. It's just today we're going to practice holding. So go ahead, bring yourself forward and then up. It's going to take some practice and then down. And make sure you're far enough forward in your chair, because if you're back too far, you won't get up. Forward and up. And this might take a lot of practice. You might have to put the ball down. That's okay. So go ahead. That was only 2. Up and down. I know we move better with momentum. Up and down. And try every time that you stand, lift up and squeeze so you feel like you're lifting up and then down. Lift up and squeeze and down. Up and down. Lifting up. So we're rising up through the back and down. Up. There you go. And down. I know it's not easy, but the more we do it, the easier it gets because you get stronger. It's a goal. And down. 3 more. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, last one. Up. Great job. So I want you to think of carrying stuff right here. Also, picking stuff up, and this has nothing to do with walking. This is called back health. Think of using those legs and glutes and getting wide, okay? Using this wide and then taking the hips back into space and down, coming up and down this way, bringing them into the body and up, okay? It gets you, look, my legs are wide. I'm already that much closer to the ground, right? I'm already that much closer to the ground. The other thing is, watch my knees. If you take your bottom back, you protect your knees, okay? So bottom goes back, you're down. You can also place a hand on the leg, pull that, whatever you're picking up, hold it, and then now you're strengthening these glutes, so you're going to be able to pick up things better. Trust me, you will. It helps. Okay, so think about that. Or getting that one knee down. What I want you to work on is getting these glutes stronger, because this is where you lift from. We're going to lift from here, not from the back. That's how we're killing our backs. Let's hit the wall. We've got the big ball in our hand. Let's do all of our big ball stuff. Let's take this vest off so we can see better. Okay, we'll start with our sacral scrub. So that goes right here, right between the two pelvic bones. So it's right at the top, bring it right here. And you decide how much pressure you put. So you could just lean back, or you could lower yourself down. And then we're going to swing our hips side to side. So we're working on our Shakira moves here. Swinging your hips. We're trying to get that to move. So a lot of people have these sacral issues, and I talked about it the other day, that when we walk, the sacrum actually does this little movement side to side. So it could get stuck. If that actually pops, which it shouldn't, but if it slips, then you're in pain and you're like, oh my gosh, why does that leg not move? It's because it's popped out of place and it needs to get brought back into place. I've done it. It's painful. You feel like, why is my leg not advancing? You know, you're getting a lot of back pain, because then it needs to be slipped back in so that the sacrum and the pelvic bone are side by side where they should be, because that movement is really like this, back and forth. That's the way it should be. So it doesn't feel so good in your back when it slips. So if you go to a chiropractor, that's where you usually hear it, like, oh, your SI joint is out of place. That's where you usually hear it. So this is a nice little exercise to do a lot of, just to keep it soft. Okay, let's bring that up. And this waist, trying to keep it nice and supple. We'll take the ball into the side and then wrap it around just to the side. And again, you can take it standing or you can bring it down and press into it. So I'm kind of in this chair position a little bit. My legs are out, watch your knees. Or again, you can just stay standing and lean. So we are going to reach down towards the floor. And then do just the opposite, stretch it out, reach it up. And you can just reach it up or you can lean to the other side. And then take it down. Reach for the floor. And take it up. Down. And up. Good job. Arm down. Let's switch sides. So again, you can start here at the waist and then walk that ball around to the side of the spine. Press back into it. Okay, here we go. Reach it down first. So you want to create a short waist here, tighten those muscles. And then take it up and over. Take it down. Reach down for the floor. And reach it up and over. One more down. And then take it up and over. Great. Bring the arm back. Take it off. Now we're going to move it up to your bra strap. So right in the center, take it right about to that bra strap line. So for you guys, just guess where your lady's bra strap is. So it's right in the middle of your back. Lean back. And then we're going to arch back. So literally don't tip your head back. Keep your head straight and just lean back. Open the arms, palms facing forward so the back of your hands are against. And then let's take big angel arms up. I think everybody looks pretty good. We're going to take our arms up and then take the arms down. Excellent. Up and down. I'll do it over here so that you can see me off the wall. So we're arched back like this and on up. But you can see I'm trying not to tip my head back and down. Just arching back, trying to open up. The chest up and down and side to side. Couple more times. And then the next time that you bring those arms down, let them relax. Lift yourself up, nice and straight. And you can grab your ball, take it out. We are good with the balls. You guys can head back to your chair. So come behind your chair. Grab your little balls and take one out of the tote. We're going to do your feet. So set one ball down. And before you even step on the ball, I want you to notice, what do my feet feel like now? Standing. And then I want you to take and step one foot on. And you don't have to do anything specific here. You can just step on it. You can go side to side, forward and back. And maybe you've got one foot that is really painful, and you could just do that foot. And do whatever you need. Sometimes it's just the touch of the ball that'll wake your feet up. One thing I hear so much is that, your feet you can't feel them anymore. The sensation is not so good in there. So the balls will help with that. The more that you use them, the more you'll feel your feet. Try to find a way to make this a habit in your day. Sometime that you are doing something that, you got to do this, where you can rub your feet on the balls at the same time. And if you haven't already, maybe change feet, or again, you can just stay on one foot if you have an ouchy foot. I just always feel like, oh my gosh, my foot feels so different after I rub it. Even if it's just that sensation that, oh, I can feel my foot like I didn't before. And you get to decide when you're using the balls, how much body weight, you're putting in the foot. You can put a little, you can put a lot. Okay. You can just roll your ball out of your way so that we can find our feet. Find that grounding. Feet hip width apart, toes forward. Take a look and make sure those toes are forward, because you might in your head think my toes are forward, and then you look down and find that your right foot is like this. You need to pull it in because it's been like that for so long. You just don't realize that. And then we're going to work on these hip bones here. So it's actually the leg bone where it goes into the hip socket. And we're going to roll out. So you're rolling things out and then rolling in, out, and in. So when you roll out, you should be feeling the squeeze here. When you roll in, it's here. In and out. Good job. This is a lot of body awareness, and it's really so much better than when we first tried to do this, isn't it? All the body awareness you're getting, it's great. Okay, so the next time you roll out, keep it out, spread your toes. When you spread your toes, you're lifting your toes. That activates the arches, the inner thighs, pelvic floor, and just set your toes down. Make sure the ball of your foot is down. Make sure the pelvis is in a neutral place. So you don't want to tip forward or back. Okay, and then let's lift up into those calf elevators. So we're going to lift the heels and then drop up and down. And eventually we'll hopefully get some balance here. I don't have good balance here either. It's not just you, it's me too. These are all the things that I want you to be doing and continue to do. And then set that down. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Okay, your feet should still be in that nice alignment. And let's take it first into a pump. So press that right foot in. So I really want you to work on that stabilizing leg. And then you're going to switch, push the left foot in to lift the right. So we're really exaggerating with the hips. I know it will not look like this when you walk. We're doing this to get the core and the lateral glutes to activate. We exaggerate so that it'll do its job otherwise. So this is the one high-heeled walk here. High heel one side, no high heel the other side. We look really silly, but who really cares? But I hope you can feel like, oh yeah, my waist, my core is working. That standing leg is pushing in, so my lateral hips here are working. Excellent. Okay, bring it down. Okay, we'll bring it up into that cross crawl. So knowing this takes a lot of balance, a huge amount of balance. That's why I waited so long to get to this point. Your chair is in front of you. You need your chair for balance. Okay, I told you Wednesday, I don't put my chair in front of me so you can see me clearly. So as your right leg goes up, the left arm. So this is mimicking our walking. Push that left foot in. So the left leg goes in to lift and switch. So think of, I'm pushing, I got to push into the floor to get up, but that standing leg is straight and strong. Think in my head, straight and strong, straight and strong. And you should be feeling it from here, from your butt, push into here. Again, if you've got to use your brain, use your brain. to activate the body. Pushing in, like I'm trying to leap up. And these are just our exercises to get strong. It's not how we're going to walk. It's going to get us strong. We exaggerate to get the muscle memory. This gets us our cardio too. Gets our heart pumping. Good job. All right, take it down. Shake it out. Good job, everyone. All right, let's stretch it out. Hands to the chair. We'll start with down dog. Walk those legs back. First, you take the hips back into space so the knees bend. And then if you want, you can straighten the legs. And then bring yourself up. And walk yourselves towards the chair. Nice and tall. So let's move into a walk. So take your chair and put it on the side. So you have it there if you need it for balance. Probably won't need it, but it's next to you. We're going to go forward and back. We just have a little small space here, but that is perfectly fine. Just want to make sure I'm going over the principles of the walk. So things that you need to think about: head up. We've been working on this head for a reason because of all this alignment. We want the head up because as soon as you take your head down, you're going down on your nose. Okay, head up. So think of head on the horizon. So you're always looking out into space. So when I'm out in public, you can't help it. After you just watched bodies for 20 some years, you just notice everything. And this is what you see a lot of, is this. Everybody's looking down because they're afraid they're going to fall. It's logical. Why? Yes, it's exactly why. And I also see a lot of this, walking like this because they're afraid they're going to fall. Okay, we want to pick it up. We want the nose forward and the chin level. We want the toes forward. So we've been working so hard on getting these legs in. Okay, and then literally we need the shoulders to move, arms to move with the legs, okay? And let them be loosey-goosey like the empty coat sleeves, okay? Think my arms are empty coat sleeves. They're propelling me. This is why we've been trying to loosen up shoulders. So as the left foot goes, we just propel and we move. So now once we're moving, go back, think of my standing leg. So we push in to that leg, it's straight, it's strong. So it lifts up, so I'll face forward, pushes up to get that leg forward. That makes sense? So we've been practicing this, we just haven't put it together. And just let the arms be loosey-goosey. We don't have to be too crazy with our hip swing, but you can. We can be fun and silly with it in here, just to get everything moving. But think, when I push my foot into the floor, it's so that I can lift the swing leg to swing through. This takes a lot of practice. And that's why probably I would say May, we're getting close to May, I should be able to say, we're going to walk every Tuesday. And then it'll be good, right? We'll be able to go take our walks outside. I'm hoping the weather's going to cooperate by May, so we could go take our walks. And you're going to want to look down at first. This is hard. I'm not saying this is easy. It's going to take time. But I want you to, if you can, start practicing, taking your time. Muscle memory. So other little tweaks that I want you to start thinking about as you start walking, okay? Because you're going to be walking in grocery stores and things like that. Other things that can be little hurtful things in our body. So we're thinking about keeping our head up. We're thinking about keeping our shoulders loose, our arms loose, our toes forward, okay? And we'll keep working on this alignment. It's not going to happen overnight. Also is the foot stance when we drop. We haven't really talked about that a whole lot. We've talked about it a little bit. That heel strike, they call it. What we want to be really careful of, we talked a little bit about at the beginning, is not jamming your heel down, because you're going to be rocking some pain shooting up your leg if you're really slamming that heel down. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a flat foot down, but think of it as going down so you can rock forward. That's why we did a lot of that rocking at the beginning, so you can rock forward to propel yourself forward. And that's why we need to get those feet loosened up and the toes loosened up so that we can move through the entire foot. But I want you not to strike that heel, because that's your peroneal nerve. So those that have taken chair yoga with me for a while, we talk about this peroneal nerve a lot. And it can cause you a lot of pain if you're slamming that nerve down. Like we try to stimulate the nerve to wake up the nerve in the leg, but you don't want to whack it because you're really doing some damage on it. So also think about not being heavy on that either. So when I'm trying to get you to push here, don't slam the heel. Think full foot and kind of walking through it. Like there's so many pieces and parts. That's why I've tried to be really slow on this. And that's what we're going to keep going. Okay, that it takes so much. And eventually this is going to be so easy. It's just going to be like, wow, I'm walking easy. Okay. I practiced this for 6 weeks before I taught you guys. So like, I know I'm a cheater, but it's like, but you have to get all these pieces and parts. The alignment is so important, because if there's one piece of that alignment's off, you're going to feel that, glitch in your walk until that gets straight. And that's okay. And there might be some weaknesses, and that's okay too. But I want to make sure that we put that all together for this last day so that you can start working on it. And I put that in your PDF, keep your head up, keep everything going all into that straight. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise before we sit down. And this is another advanced one, but I wanted to knock my water bottle down. This is like your last, this is my most advanced one that we will do, and we'll be doing it next week too, for those of you that are going to continue on. So these are your curtsy lunges, and a lot of them are going to say, there's no way I can do it. So this is your goal. Okay, this is a goal. So some of you, what you're going to do is you're going to be going back. So we've been doing these lunges. We've been taking it back with both the knees bent and down. Why do we go back? So that the knees don't bend forward. Okay, we're going back into this. Okay, this is your regular lunge that we've been doing. Mary did this with me this morning. Okay, this is your regular lunge, because the curtsy lunges are a little more, but curtsy lunges work on these lateral hips. This is why we're doing this. You got it. So we're going to take it back and behind. So I'm moving my chair and I'll face you to do it. So the curtsy lunge, you guys hold your chairs, all right? Because this is a little more tippy. Curtsy lunge goes back. So we'll do one leg at a time. You're going to take it back. So I'm just got my hands here to show you. You're holding on to your chair. If your balance is okay, I actually find it easier to balance for me to do a curtsy lunge. So you're taking it back. So you can feel I'm squeezing everything together when I do a curtsy lunge. And then together. Over and together. Over and together. Over and together. Like I said, we go back so that you don't press those knees forward. Go back. Really working here. So when you push up, Yes, if it causes pain, do not do it. Do not do it. Okay, just do those straight back lunges. One more. Good, we're switching legs, okay? So here you're starting straight forward, and then we're gonna take it back. Go back and back. So the other purpose of doing crossing is for your balance, okay? You obviously can't walk without balance, so balance is a huge part of this. We have to start bringing some crossing into this. Fabulous. Almost there. One more. And done. Good job. All right. Walk around and have a seat. Excellent. Have a seat. Scoot towards the edge of your chair. Okay. Start with those hip stretches. So obviously I keep repeating these stretches because to me they're the most important ones. Except I forgot to your calf stretch because that's important too. That's okay. Cross either right ankle over left, knee or ankle to knee. Lengthen up. Okay, never press that knee down. Be very careful of that. So however your hip joint is, if you're going to cross an ankle to knee, that's just the way you are. Okay, that's just the way you're oriented. Lengthen up. Chest reaches forward. And then just relax, dropping down. And breathe. And bring yourself up. And switch. Okay, cross ankle, knee, or ankle to knee, whatever feels best to your joints. Lengthen up, chest forward. And bring yourself up. And down. Okay, we're going to swing both knees to the right side of your chair. Okay, the left leg slides back because that's the leg that should be off. Your right hand is holding on to the chair. Okay, we're trying to get this hip flexor and quadricep stretch here. And then take that left arm up to the sky if that feels okay with your shoulder and lean towards the back of your chair. Great job. Just do the best you can, okay? You might not be able to bring your leg back at all. That's okay too. Good job. Bring your arm down. And then bring that leg through so that you can do the other side. So now the right leg goes back. If you can get it back, it might be way up here. That's okay. Be where you are. And then the arm up. and over. And breathe. Bring that arm down, leg up, back to center. Both legs out. And before we forward fold, let's just windshield wiper, legs in and out. So much better than it was at the beginning. But he's got so much better movement. So keep using your balls. If you're having knee pain, use the balls around those knees. Calf pain, use all those calf rollouts, hamstrings, quadriceps, those hips. Okay? Keep doing all of that. Shoulders. Oh, who doesn't need the shoulders? Okay, bring the leg stillness, toes up, lengthen up now. Chest reaches for the toes, arms can come down into your stretch. And then once you find that just right stretch that feels good, you can drop your head down and breathe. And then begin to walk your hands up your legs so that you can go all the way back in your chair. And release your arms down. Arms could be down, arms could be up over your head, whatever you choose, whatever's most comfortable for you. Breathe. Bring your arms down. Bring yourself up. Scoot yourself all the way back in your chair. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. One more deep breath in. And let it go. dropping down into your body, and your awareness all the way down into your feet. Relax your feet, ankles, lower legs, knees, thighs, and tips. Relax your low back, mid back, and upper back. Relax your shoulders, arms, and hands. Soften your belly, chest, and throat. Relax your neck muscles, scalp, and face. Allow your entire body to soften, melt into the chair. There's nothing to do here. Just take these words in. Choose your happiness. Choose your well-being. Choose your passion. Choose yourself every time. Deep breath in. Let it go. And wiggle your toes and fingers, gently waking your back. And rub your hands. Om Shanti. Infinite peace and many blessings to each and every single one of you. Have an absolutely fabulous, fabulous day. And thank you so much for all of your hard work. I'm very proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves. Namaste.